Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. We're on the side of the Grand Mesa where there's a lot of Bigfoot activity. A lot of the locals told me this is where I need to be, where they hear and see the activity. Plus we're not too far from Carson Lake and Connor Creek, where there's a lot of activity. So we're up here looking around. It's a big bear poo.
Eating grass. Full of green grass. They're grazing. I think there's plenty to eat.
I see a lot of people saying, why doesn't anybody ever find or collect Sasquatch poop? Well, whenever I find poop, there's never a sign next to it saying this is Sasquatch poop. So, you know, perhaps what we just filmed there that I was calling a big old bear turd, maybe that's Sasquatch poop. And I really don't want to pack it around, so. No, and it degrades so fast because of all the bacteria in it.
Take my shit.
I'm gonna mail you some poopy. Will you test it for me? Yeah, I guess if I saw a Bigfoot squat down and take a dump, I might take his poo. But just finding poo in the woods, it's just gonna stay right where I found it. But I will bless you guys with a photo or a video of it. I just got a whiff of a skunky smell. Sometimes I think it's skunk cabbage, but we just walked through a patch of skunk cabbage that doesn't smell anything like what I just caught on the wind. That seemed to be coming from that direction. So I'll aim the camera that way for a little while. A lot of sightings, the people smell it before they see it, so. Just caught another whiff of that skunk smell. Check out what Brody just found on this tree.
Oh wow.
Don't know if that's a wolverine, a badger, or a bear, but it clawed up the tree. One of the things that brings us to this area is last year a guy got attacked by something black on his four-wheeler and bruised and scratched him up pretty bad, and he wouldn't admit that it was a bear, just something big and black. And of course the officials that investigated, they blamed it on a bear, but it made the rounds in the Bigfoot community because you know, the guy was like, I don't know what it wasn't a bear. So he wouldn't give in to the idea of the bear, but he wouldn't call it anything else. It's near the area where people see and hear the creature a lot. Is that where we just were? I'm hoping it's a new clearing. Hope we just didn't circle it.
That right there.
Huh, I wonder how high up it is. Brody's 6 feet tall. Yeah, I would say that it's close to 8 feet. And it's under the cover of trees. So snow load didn't cause that. We wanted to check the shoreline of some of these lakes back here. See what kind of animals are coming down for a drink. There's some moose tracks. Moose tracks. Those look mountain lion-ish.
Look at these ones. It's a dog or some kind of.
Where do you see dog? Huh. See a lot of big moose tracks. Beaver damage. Look what we found back here by the lake, an old abandoned homestead cabin. I'm gonna put this out there. Someone that had sheep or cattle, they probably made it to tend them back here at one point in time.
It's round on both ends.
I like finding these old structures on hikes in the middle of nowhere.
These are sheep.
What are you guys doing? You guys can
No,
Yeah.
wood knock for squatch?
we found a tool.
See that?
Oh,
It's a good one.
what do you see?
The bent over tree with the snap up.
Yeah. And then there's a part of the limb that's bent down and stuck through the middle of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of weird.
And then I hear a wood knock right after.
There's some deer poo. Oh. Well, it must be a really big one.
Because it got clear up there. Yeah, something's been ripping the bark off the tree.
Well, look at that. That's just disturbing. What's that? Are those teeth marks or pick marks?
Picking in there for grubs.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, what's reaching clear up there? 7 feet?
That's kind of weird.
Interesting mystery in a Bigfoot sighting hotspot.
Oh, there are grooves in here.
Like almost fingers digging into there.
Like your sharp fingernail.
And then
Well,
this
let's look
bark
around
is
for
all rubbed off
Yep.
on this.
let's look around for tracks. I actually thought I saw a track on the way in following you, Jenny.
Look at all that. That's where it came in and out. See all that damage?
Yeah. I thought I saw a track. Yeah, it's not definitive enough to make out what it is. So I won't make a big deal out of it. Can't see where the edges start and begin. Can't even measure it. Interesting find, Jenny. Look, someone's made a little backpacking camping spot. Great place to backpack in and camp. Checking to see what walks up to the edges of this lake for a drink. Great place for footprints. There are a lot of springs up here. Animals don't necessarily have to come to these lakes. There's also a lot of creeks from the springs that feed into these lakes.
I think it was a deer.
That's where you saw the movement?
Yeah, like right across through here.
Yeah, we must have kicked him out of his shade. Jen just called that the biggest egg structure in the world.
Oh, that's not. There's another one.
Brody just spotted Bigfoot food. If Bigfoot has a wood knocker that he runs around with, you think he has it for stuff like that? Whap! It's a snap off right there that Brody was pointing out, and we're getting that musky stench in the area.
You smell that?
We're close to a spring. I don't smell it.
Right here.
Oh, I got a whiff of it now. Yeah, I got it. Oh yeah. It's powerful right
What
here.
the hell? That's horrible.
The wind is coming this direction. So something over there stinks.
It's like a dead animal rubbed itself in the skunk. I don't think it's a big
Smells like Bigfoot killed a skunk and wiped his butt with it.
It's right where that snap off.
Makes you wonder when you get to water sources like that little marsh we were by, if certain animals will get a drink and just wander away a little bit and lay down and sleep. A certain animal, you know what I mean? You know who? There's something walking through the woods over here. I just heard it again. There's a spring and a marsh over there, so there's a good reason for an animal to be over there. Let's get out to this clearing, see if we can find it. Heard it but don't see it. It sounded big too. A lot of places to hide if you don't want to be seen. It's cooling off. I'm jealous. I'm gonna jump in there too. Smells good through here. Beats the hell out of the Bigfoot farts we were smelling earlier.
You're telling me it went
Just
into
told
the-
Brody the last time we were Bigfoot in here, when we crossed this meadow, is when we saw a moose. And for all of you that see these giant markers. These are trail markers for the winter time. This area is a big time snowmobile, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and we've actually seen the snow with 10-15 foot embankments. That's why these are so tall, so when these people recreate back here during the winter time, they can find their way back to the road and the trailhead.
That's a pretty awesome view up there though, that ridge.
Yeah, you can tell that we're in a volcanic area. It's like we're on the rim of a giant volcano. It's beautiful. Yeah, as you're making your way to the trailhead here, there's moose warning signs. And ironically, we saw a moose here the last time we was here.
There's lava rock everywhere.
Yeah, the pumice. And out by the lake, we've saw a lot of moose tracks. There was a wood knock over this way, or a snap. You must have heard the echo. I heard it off this way.
Did you hear it that way? That's what I thought.
I'm gonna point the camera the direction I heard it. I keep hearing whoops. It's been a pretty warm day up here. It's probably the warmest expedition I've ever done in this area. So, you know, that may keep animals hunkered down. We have seen a couple of animals up here, some deer and rabbit and stuff. But we're going to continue to look for Bigfoot evidence in this Bigfoot sighting hotspot. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll keep watching. We'll keep squatching.